Hey everybody, John Skiba here from the Consumer Warrior YouTube channel. In this video today, we're going to talk about a question I get a lot from clients who are looking to file for bankruptcy. And that is, do I have to include all of my debts in this bankruptcy? I'm going to answer that question. But first, if this is your first time here to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and click subscribe. Check on that little bell. That way you'll be notified each and every week when I put out new videos that'll help you deal with your serious debt problem. All right, let's talk about what debts need to be included if you find yourself needing to file for bankruptcy. I get this question a lot. I'm a licensed attorney in the state of Arizona. I meet with a lot of people about bankruptcy, and I file a lot of bankruptcies for clients. And routinely they ask the question, look, I don't want to include everything. I want to keep my house, I want to keep my car and the debts associated with that. They may even say, I have this one cherished credit card back when I was in college, and I want to keep it because it's totally up to date. Or you may have credit cards that are current. I do run into the situation where people have medical bills. They had a really catastrophic medical problem. They have a lot of bills associated with that they can't pay, but they want to try to keep their credit cards and keep all that in good standing. Well, the rule when it comes to bankruptcy is you've got to include all of your debts. They've got to be disclosed. In the bankruptcy process, there are these schedules where we have to list various types of debt. Schedule D, we have to list secured debt. These are things like car loans, home loans, anything with collateral attached to them. We have Schedule E, which is where we list priority unsecured claims. These are things like taxes, alimony, child support, those types of debts where there's some preference given to them by the law. And then the third thing is Schedule E, which is just everybody else. Schedule F. Everything else, these are the general unsecured creditors. These are your medical bills, your credit cards. These are just the general, basically, if they don't fall into Schedule D, which is secured claims, Schedule E, which is priority claims, Schedule F, it just fits there. That's everything else that you have debt related. You've got to disclose debts in all of those categories if you have them. Even if they're going to be treated differently in the bankruptcy, even if it's something you're going to continue paying, they've got to be disclosed. So that kind of goes to the first question, do I have to list everything? Yes, everything is going to have to be listed. However, not all debts are treated the same. In the first category, secured debts, car loans, home loans, those debts typically, if you want to keep the house, if you want to keep the car, you've got to continue making payments on it. And not only that, when it comes to a car loan, you may enter into what's called a reaffirmation agreement, where you're agreeing to continue to pay on the original terms of the loan. So those debts are treated differently. They don't go away as long as you're continuing to keep the vehicle or keep the house. Those debts will remain and you'll have to continue paying on them. Schedule E debts, or what we call priority debts, those things often don't go away as well. Taxes, child support, alimony, those are things you continue to make payment on, but you have to disclose that. Sometimes I get the question in a divorce proceeding or where there's been a divorce where they don't want to have the ex-spouse be aware of the filing. Unfortunately, that's not possible. The ex-spouse, particularly if they're owed child support or alimony, they are going to be notified, so you need to be prepared for that. And then the third thing was Schedule F, your general unsecured creditors. Those are the debts that are typically going to go away completely. They're going to be discharged through this process. But if there's and I usually say, some people say, oh, I got this credit card in college and for some reason it has sentimental value. I want to try to keep them current. Typically, the filing of bankruptcy itself is an act of default, and they're going to cut off the card. The debt's going to be discharged. So I tell people, don't plan on being able to keep any cards through bankruptcy. Even if it's an account that's current, even if it's something where you want to continue to make the payments on it, just plan on it going away. Trust me, you'll be able to eventually get new cards, and that it's not going to be the end of the world. But short answer, this kind of, I guess, long answer to a short question is that yes, you have to disclose all debts, regardless of who they're owed to. If they're owed to your family, if they're owed to friends, if they're owed to credit cards, medical bills, car loans, home loans, whatever they are, you've got to disclose all of your debts. Again, they may be treated differently based upon the bankruptcy code, but you've got to disclose all of your debts. If you're looking to file for bankruptcy, or maybe you just don't know if it's a good option or not, and you're in the state of Arizona, I'd be happy to help you. I'm a licensed attorney in the state of Arizona. I do free consultations where we can discuss all of these things to determine if bankruptcy is a good option for you. Thanks for watching today.